Hello everyone, today we are going to start the first dungeon in the first Legend of Zelda game. Last time all we did was gather all the materials to prepare ourselves to be able to get to this point. Now we are going to face the first dungeon. To get there, we are to basically go to the center of this map. Right now, as we head there, we shouldn't have that many issues since we are now comfortably attacking every enemy and one-shotting them. Certain ones, not all. And now we head west from right here. And we'll be where the first dungeon is. And this is the first dungeon. I love how they spawn an enemy before you even get into the dungeon. And the dungeon name is the Eagle. Alright, let us begin. What direction do we start? We're gonna see different enemies now, starting from here. As we gather and go through these dungeons, we are gonna have to grab keys and whatnot to be able to get further into the dungeon. So let's head west first. Get our first key. I don't accidentally use the wrong weapon. That's how in certain rooms you have to defeat enemies or figure out some kind of puzzle to do and get keys. We can head north right now, but let's explore the Eagle. That's what this map is supposed to be named after. Alright, now we head north. We're dealing with some skeleton-like enemies. They are called Stalfos. We head north even more. Seeing more Stalfos. We're seeing like the most basic of skeleton enemies. Let's see. Let's head west. Now certain doors won't reopen until you defeat all the enemies that's on the screen. As you just saw. Certain walls you have to blow up, but this is not one of those certain walls. Excuse me. Eastmost Peninsula is the secret. And that is a map of the dungeon in question, I believe. It is. These are Gorias. We get a boomerang weapon from him. We can head south of this room because there's something on the other side. We just have to, you know, blow up the wall. Certain walls, like I said, can be blown up to the point where we can let's see. There's a compass. We already got a compass? Yeah, we already got a compass. That's where the boss is. Or where the piece of the Triforce is. But like I said, we're gonna explore this whole entire dungeon as well as the best we can. Got a key here now. Eventually we're gonna be able to grab it, walk through these one pathways of water, but we can't right now because we don't have the item that gives us the ability to do that. And every time we get into one of these situations, we're gonna have to move our way out of the way from them. Before we get done with this dungeon, we have to get the item, which is the bow. And now we can go face the boss. Because we did all the things we could do in this. Really. I'm trying to get out of here, and you're trying to detriment me to the point where I can't face the boss. Now, certain bosses will have certain gimmicks to them, to the point where you have to do certain things just to be able to beat the bosses. I don't think this is a boss that you have to worry about that with, because this is the first boss, and obviously they want you to ease your way into being used to facing this game and the many obstacles that it has. There's our wall masters. They grab you and try to take you back into the beginning of the literal dungeon. And this room has the boss. As you can see, we cannot use our sword to defeat him, so unless you have to hit him in a certain spot. There's a heart container, and now we are done with the first dungeon. And that's the first Triforce piece. Now, is there anything we need to do before we tackle the next area? There are the rock. Yep, I knew it. The rock does spawn in. The boss that we just defeated name is Aquamentus. The next stage area will be the moon. And you can basically get straight from here to there. I love how these are going to be very short episodes for now. Except for the first episode. Alright. They do not say anything that we need to go get before we even tackle the second dungeon. They just said, just go straight there, so I'm gonna go straight to where the start screen is. And then we just head from there. But that's how the map starts. So this is where the start screen is right here. So what we are to do is just head straight west. I'm gonna say east, straight east from here. But right as soon as you get to the spot where you can head north past some water, that's when you head north past some water. So basically what I'm saying is the screen after this one. Sick and tired of y'all freaking spawning when I'm trying to walk, and y'all literally hit me and caused me to lose my sword, but y'all do so little damage now that I don't lose my sword from that. Thankfully. Thankfully. Come on. Thank you. That's the wrong direction. Go right. Yeah. I wish I would have grabbed that, but no, we don't grab it. Kind of confusing what way we go, but whenever I did that walk out from over here earlier from the first episode, this is where the second dungeon is. Anyway, this is for next time. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed this short episode, and I hope you get to enjoy level 2. With that being said, take care.